Hey, I'm Jeremy with PushLeads, and I wanted to introduce PushRank to you. This is an SEO operating system that we've been working on and building for the last year and really running successfully the last 3 months. And essentially it publishes blogs and inner hidden pages on your website and actually learns as it goes, and it's producing really great results. So let's take a look at it. The problem with mostly how SEO is done is you have an agency that will publish 4 to 8 inner pages a month. No one really knows. Sometimes agencies don't publish anything, and they're really not sure if publishing this page is going to help you get higher in Google. And no one's really measuring this. I mean, sometimes agencies do, but it's really a lot of times not being measured, and a lot of times people don't even know what to write about. So what PushRank is an automated system that runs the full SEO loop, and we can actually have it run automatic, or we can have it run on semi-automatic, or we can have it just send you content to approve and then it publishes. It can run different ways, but regardless of how it's working, it's finding what people are looking for in Google, it's deciding what to build, it's then publishing that content, and then it's measuring. Mostly SEO agencies will find keywords and write content, but not necessarily measure the results. And this does all of that. And so how does it actually work specifically? It's finding keywords you can realistically win. It's deciding, essentially scoring those keywords against other keywords and what's actually worked before. And then it's building and publishing the content directly on the site. The content sounds like it was written by you in your language or in your tone of voice, with your own with your own details. It's measuring the real search console data, and it's measuring real search console data. Is the page being indexed by Google? Is it being ranked? Is it being clicked? And then it's learning whatever works. So whatever works is promoted, whatever doesn't work gets retired. And most SEO companies will stop at step 3. They will find, decide, and build content, but they won't measure and learn. And so we have a system that does that. So pretty exciting. The other thing the system does is it grades its own work. So nobody trained it by hand. It gets better by reading its own results. So we started with a 19 success rate in May, went up to 30%, and now we're up to 46% success rate. So the system is compounding and it's getting better and stronger. And so the average ranking for the keywords and for all the clients we're working with, we have about 40 clients in this system, is these keywords have gone from basically position 14 to position 7 to position. These keywords have gone from position 14 to position 7 over the time period. And so the system is constantly working and getting better. And that's the point. You want keywords moving up in Google. And yes, you can hire an SEO company. And yes, an SEO strategist will do this. But an AI does it better because it's measuring all of it, and it's measuring what works specifically for you. And it is built to run at scale. So we're publishing around 550 pages a month, over 40 clients. We actually found that publishing inner hidden pages and connecting those together is really the missing equation. And then the cost per page is like less than $1. The reliability of these pages are 99%. So everything is being published, and we have 122 sort of robots, if you want to call them workflows, that actually do the work. Super proud of the system because I spent about 2 or 3 months building it at the beginning of 2026, and then really put the refinements in May and been running it really the last 3 months. And so because the cost per page is literally zero, the system is testing aggressively and is killing what doesn't work. And here's 3 different kinds of clients we're working with that you can see the results. An e-commerce store went from 425 to 570 clicks per month. Their organic clicks went up 34%. We have 247 keywords that moved to the top of Google, and 12 pages that we published are now getting traffic. Working with an estate lawyer here in the area that does estate law, and their organic clicks went from 25 to 48 in a month. It's all from a single page that we published, and their rankings increased by an average of 12%. And then also a developer and also a local remodeler, they went from an average ranking of 19 to 14. They went from an average ranking of 19 to 14, and their clicks went up from 12 to 22 a month. And so they have 4 keywords now in the top 10, really really just in the first month of working together. So what the first 90 days looks like normally is we start in the first couple of weeks, mapping the site, looking at the competitors, making sure we don't have duplicate content on the website, making a list of all the internal links. And we usually start publishing content on week 2 or 3, and we get these pages indexed by Google. We're measuring the results as we go. Usually by week 9 to 12, we get first measurable results. And then by months 3 to 6, we get meaningful traffic improvement. The great thing is that we actually do manual work on top of this system. So we're not just letting the system run. We're actually coming in and making UX improvements on the website. In some cases, building new websites if we need to. We have tracking tools that find out what people are doing on the site with measuring their behavior. And we're sending you a cross-platform report of what's happening. So here's one that we send right now to, this is a client that does voiceovers, had them as a client for about 3 months so far. We can see, their clicks are going down, their impressions are going up, their average positions are going up. I can get a snapshot of their actual keywords moving up, and I can see their organic sessions have gone up 135% in the last month. And they're also doing Google Ads, so we can see what's actually working with Google Ads, top campaigns I spend, and sort of what's happening here across the board. So I send this cross-platform report on a weekly basis as needed, or once a month. And so that's how that works. So I'd love to have a conversation with you. Let's just start with a free analysis, and we'll show you exactly what keywords you can win, where exactly you stand, and what's realistic in the first 90 days. And it's no fluff, no obligation. Let's have a conversation. I'm Jeremy Ashburn with PushLeads. helping small businesses get more leads without struggle and frustration. Talk to you soon.